What up, guys? Mr. Shwahoozy here. We're back once again. Let me put you down right here. There we go. We're back once again. Finally, after 6 months of waiting, we're back. We're finally here with the 2020 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. I mean, it's been too long since I've seen an actual best of 7 playoff game. It's been so long. But let's just jump straight into it. I got my predictions right behind my phone here, which will be awful quality, so I'm not even going to bother trying to show you, because I'm going to be all grainy anyway, so there's no point. So, let's get on to the predictions. First series we have Vegas Golden Knights versus Chicago Blackhawks. I'm going to be pretty straightforward with this, because I don't really have a lot of things to say. I think Vegas is going to win this 4-1. Ever since Vegas came into the league in 2018, they have been absolutely dominant. They were out in round one last year, but if it wasn't for that penalty, they would have won that 7th game. And it's incredible how good that team has put the team together. How the staff has put the team together, and it's so good. And I think Chicago coming in as the underdogs, I don't know if they have a chance against this really good Golden Knights team. And the Knights, actually, if I look, won 3, all 3 of their round robin games. So yeah, I know I made the mistake last round of betting against Chicago, but I think Vegas has this against Chicago. I don't think Chicago stands a chance against Vegas. So I think Vegas wins 4-1. All right. On to the next series, which is the Arizona Coyotes versus Colorado Avalanche. Oh, this series is going to be a stomp. Clean stomp. Just Arizona they're not a great hockey team. They're just not, okay? I'm a Sens fan. You know that. We're not a good hockey team. Arizona is not a good hockey team, okay? Colorado, I kind of undermined Colorado last round. Colorado has really good players, okay? Just McKinnon could stomp the whole Arizona Coyotes team. But they have so many other players that I just can't remember off the top of my head because I'm just so excited right now. And it's just Colorado, if they don't absolutely destroy Arizona, there's something wrong. There's honestly something wrong. So, yeah. Colorado wins 4-0. These are going to be quick, so boom, boom, boom. You got to get to it. All right. Next series, the Dallas Stars versus the Calgary Flames. This one was actually one of the toughest to call in the Western Conference. Maybe the toughest because Dallas is really good. And so is Calgary. But I think Dallas, I kind of went back and forth on this many times. I was like, oh, Calgary in 6. No, Dallas in 6. I didn't know. Maybe Dallas in 5. I had no idea. But I ended up choosing Dallas. Just for the sole reason that Dallas is a really tight team. And they're more of an older team. They got a lot of young guys on there, but they're more of an older team. Calgary's more young. And I just think that Dallas is more put together and they'll be able to withstand Calgary's kind of not frantic play, but kind of not very structured play. I think Calgary does a lot of messing about around everywhere. I can't think of my words. They they kind of improvise a lot of things that I've seen, and of course every team's going to do that. But it seems that Calgary does it one of the most in the whole league. And I just think Dallas is more structurally put together than Calgary. So I have Dallas winning over Calgary 4-2. So I think that's pretty fair. I think Calgary is definitely going to win a game, maybe two. Would not surprise me if they won this series. I'm cheering for them in this series. They're a Canadian team. I'm a Canadian. So, yeah, I'm cheering for Calgary, but I think Dallas is going to win this. Straight up. All right. Next team on the list. We got the St. Louis Blues versus the Vancouver Canucks. Let me just move you guys over so I can see what I guessed. Ah, yes. St. Louis is the defending Stanley Cup champions, and although they did not win a game in the West, I have a lot of hope for them as a team. I'm trying not to take the round robin results too seriously. So I have St. Louis beating Vancouver in 6. I have them winning 4-2. I think that I don't know. I think that St. Louis has the playoff experience. Vancouver is more of a young, inexperienced team. St. Louis has been good all year, and it's just play Gloria. I'm playing Gloria again. Oh, I think I'm cheering St. Louis. I was gonna say I'm cheering for Vancouver, but I think I'm gonna cheer for St. Louis just because I got $20 on the line. Okay, my hockey pool chose St. Louis to go all the way to the finals, so I'm all in for St. Louis. So yeah, I say St. Louis beats the Vancouver Canucks because of their more experience, and I think they got this. I think they got this win. So I say they beat the Vancouver Canucks in 6 games, 4-2. All right, that's it for the West. Just give me 1 second. Let me transition to the East. 1 minute. All right, the East. We're here. This is my favorite conference, I guess, because I'm from the East. I've watched more East games. My favorite team is from the East. So, but we're finally in the East. First series, we got Philadelphia Flyers versus the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I underestimated both of these teams majorly in the first round. Philadelphia won all 3 of their games, and Montreal absolutely stomped Pittsburgh. Like, I am shocked that both of these teams, like, that we're talking about these teams in a series together. Like, that's absolutely insane that this is happening. And I had to make a mistake and underestimate one of these teams again. And I chose that to be Montreal because I just think that Philadelphia, because I completely forgot that Philadelphia has actually a pretty good record in the playoffs. I don't know their exact record, but from what I've seen, just from everything, um, like they went on a tear in 2000. I want to say 12 or 13, something like that. They beat, like they were just crushing it in goals, and they made it all the way to the finals against Chicago a few years ago, or actually more like a decade ago, but still like not so long ago. And they won all 3 of their games this year. And I think just all that together, and Montreal has Carey Price, and like I said in the last series, I think Carey Price can definitely win them a game. I just don't think he can win them another series. He had an incredible first series, but I think that Philadelphia will just come out swinging harder than them because Montreal came out swinging hard, but I just think that Philadelphia will come out swinging harder, faster than Montreal. Montreal just won't be able to keep up with this streaking Philadelphia team. I think Philadelphia has got this series 4-1. Wouldn't surprise me if it was 4-2. I think I'd like Montreal to win, but I think like 99% of me is saying Philadelphia is going to win, and the other 1% is saying Montreal. So going with the 99% and saying Philadelphia is going to win. Okay, next series is the rematch from last year. Actually, you know what? I'll come back to this. I'll come back to this series last. The next series we're going to do is the Washington Capitals versus the New York Islanders. This will be an interesting series because I don't think these two played together last year. No, they didn't, because Washington went out to Carolina, and New York played Pittsburgh, and then Boston. I think they played Boston next. No, maybe they played Washington next. I don't know. I don't think these guys played each other last year, and so I think this will be an interesting series. It'll be maybe the third series. The third series I'll watch the most. It'll probably be my third most hyped series, which is actually saying a lot because I think I'm really hyped for this series. But I think that Washington's got this just because of experience. I mean, you got Ovechkin, you got Kuznetsov, you got other guys whose names I can't remember, and just I think the whole team is coming together really well. It has come together really well the last decade or so. So yeah, I think Washington has this series against New York. New York did really well against Pittsburgh last year. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think they can keep up with Washington's experience. I mean, if they can shut down Ovechkin, then there are just other people that can take his place. I mean, not literally take his place, but Ovechkin may be the superstar on the team, but he's not the if you shut him down, you can win kind of guy. That Carey Price is with Montreal, or Sidney Crosby is with Edmonton, or heck, even Matthews is with Toronto. Or it could be Anderson. I don't know, it would be Matthews. Where if you can shut these guys down, then you can beat the team. But I just don't think New York can take down an entire Washington team. A couple players, maybe, sure. Maybe if Washington had a couple injuries, then that could definitely help New York. But I don't think the Islanders can keep up with Washington. I really don't. I'm being blatantly honest. I think New York can definitely get one or two, but I think that overall Washington will win, and I have them down winning 4-2. So, yeah. All right. Next series. Oh, I'm writing down the timestamps, by the way. That's what this typing is. Next series. My second most hyped series in the East. The Boston Bruins versus the Carolina Hurricanes. I believe this is a rematch from last year, if I'm not mistaken, where Boston swept Carolina. I think. I could be wrong. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I was right. Boston swept Carolina last year in the playoffs 4-0, and Washington did not play against the Islanders. It was Carolina that played against the Islanders. So, yeah. Man, there was a lot of sweeps. There were 3 sweeps last year, just in a row. I remember seeing that, but I don't remember. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Like, just in, like New York swept Pittsburgh, and then they played Carolina and got swept, and then Carolina played Boston and got swept. I remember kind of seeing that, but I completely forgot about it. Anyway, yeah. Boston and Carolina did play last year. Boston absolutely destroyed. I don't think they'll destroy as much this year because I think Carolina is much more experienced. They know what Boston team they're coming into. They know how intense Boston can be. So, but I still have Boston winning because I have them winning the cup. So, I kind of need them to win. I have a lot of their players in my hockey pool, and they're not doing so well because they didn't win a single round robin game. I think they'd win at least one, but they didn't. But that's okay. I think Boston will win this series 4-2. I think Carolina will definitely push it to 6. It would surprise me a little bit if they won. Wouldn't surprise me if this went to 7, but I think it'll go to 6 games and they'll win. Boston, that is, will win 4-2. So, yeah. All right. Final series. Let me put down the timestamp. The final series. Let's go with 48. Okay, final series. The one I'm most looking forward to in this, maybe the entire playoffs. The Tampa Bay Lightning versus Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, if it was going to be, it was either going to be this series or Boston Toronto in this series. But it's Tampa Bay Columbus, and I'm going to make the same mistake I made last year, and I'm going to make the same mistake possibly that I made in the qualifying. I'm going to say that Columbus is going to lose because Tampa is such a good team, and they know what happened last year. It was the biggest dang it in NHL history. I mean, it was ridiculously bad what Columbus did to Tampa, and Tampa just kind of shut down after game one. Even like I didn't watch the games in their entirety, but I saw the highlights, and Tampa just shut down, like the bat, like boom, shut down afterwards, and that's what caused Columbus to win. And I think they're not going to make the same mistake again. They weren't first in the league this year, so they don't have that cockiness. How did they do? They they lost a game. They only won 2 games in the round robin, so they're definitely human. They definitely have the loss experience, and so I think that they're going in human. Last year they were going in gods, and they got beat down by Stone in the face. This year they're coming in humans, so they're coming in strong, and they're not going to be cocky. I think they're going to come out strong, and I think Columbus could definitely shut them down. Wouldn't surprise me if Columbus won at all, because they can really shut down a good offense, as seen with Toronto. But I think Tampa Bay is just, I think they're better than Toronto, and I think they're definitely better than Tampa. I think Tampa is definitely better than Toronto, and for sure better than Columbus. Like, I think if this was Toronto, I'd say maybe 4-1, 4-2. Oh, maybe I'd go 7. But anyway, I have Tampa beating Columbus 4-2. Just as simple as that. 4-2. And I think that's all the games. We got all the West, and we got all the East. And in 2 or 3 weeks, I'll make another video saying how well I did, or how poorly I did, because we all know I'm going to do really bad. And we'll go on to round 2 from there. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Well, I always say you guys, I know I'm only going to get like 1 or 4 views. Maximum 5 on this video. So, to the 1 of you who have watched this video, or the 2 of you who have watched this video, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next video, or in round 2, whichever one comes first.